Muppets Most Wanted. The name of my story. Chapter 1 of Muppets Most Wanted 2. 300 years ago, some people named the Muppets, which still live a long time, which never die. They were under attack by a criminal mastermind called Constantine. And this was not an ordinary Constantine, bad guy. He was a criminal mastermind. He can blow up things, anything that he's near. And he's the worst criminal mastermind. He always gets away. He'll never, ever get trapped. He built a robot that would destroy anything in sight. And Constantine told it to destroy the Muppets. But Muppets Rock Explosion destroyed it first. So, starting from the middle of the story of Constantine 2, well, one day, 300 years, this is actually the beginning, one day 300 years ago, there lived the Muppets. But they were under attack by the best bad guy, evil mastermind in the world, Constantine. He built this evil robot that would destroy everything in sight. And he commanded it to destroy the Muppets. But Constantine got beat from the Muppets. 'Cause they had the Muppets Rock Explosion! Chapter 1 of Muppets Most Wanted 2. The robot fell to the ground. All because of Muppets Rock Explosion! Miss Teresa Brewer. Oh, 15 seconds till curtain, Miss Brewer. Oh, thanks, Scooter. I'll be ready. And thank you for this lunch. I just hope you remember that I don't eat meat of any kind. Oh, yay! And you'll be happy to know that I am a vegetarian. Oh, no. It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest star, Miss Teresa Brewer. Yay! It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets and Muppets outside. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started. Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started. No sensation, no inspiration, no celebration, no Muppet. This is what we call our Muppet Show! later, after the show, Constantine's number 2, that means sidekick, gave Kermit the Frog a map. So he followed the map to an old, ugly town. We met Constantine, the world's most dangerous criminal, and Constantine flew the purple little dot on his cheek and put green on his. And Comet was left behind looking like Constantine, the criminal mastermind, and he got taken to jail. Later that evening, Kermit the Frog realized that he was at the Gulag, the big house. While Constantine, number 2, his sidekick, were out ruling the Muppets. Kermit thought he lost his friends forever. And then Constantine started singing. Dance, monkey, dance. 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 I'm sorry, I just wish I do not like dancing. But right now, I just have to dance, monkey, dance. 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 Walter, Fozzie, and Animal went to save Kermit, but it was way too far, so they jumped right on the train. But Constantine was waiting for them. He was almost going to chop them into shreds. So they jumped right back into Constantine's car and discovered that Constantine was waiting for them again. They kept jumping, but Constantine was still waiting for them. They needed to get out of that situation. But luckily, Animal had an idea. Bad frog! Bad frog! Bad frog! Bad frog! Bad frog! Bad frog! But Statler and Walter were so happy that the Muppets had a week off of their show. No. Statler and Walter were surprised, so they did not know that it was really Constantine that was making that huge mistake. Oh, hey, I'm the writer of Muppets Most Wanted 2, the book. So, if you see, there's Kermit. But if you don't see in the story that Kermit is getting that got sent to the Gulag. So being a frog is a really hard job, don't you see? So I wanted to pause to show the book. So let's just talk up a little bit of it. So Kermit is a frog. He almost got taken by doing the commercials and stuff. And he got taken by the Gulag. So it's a really hard job being a frog. So I was thinking we could fix that. If you could disguise yourself with magic. You could be a pig, a penguin, you could be a gonzo, you could be a bear, you could be even animals. Like, you could be anything you want. But if you used the spell, maybe you could change that and make sure that you weren't a frog. If you are a frog, like, that's what you could do, okay? That's what you could do, that's it. Remember when we, stopped? Well, we're going back on with the story. So, Statler and Waldorf did not know that the Muppets had a week off. They actually knew that, but they didn't know that Constantine was ruling the Muppets and giving them a week off from doing their show. But luckily, Swedish Chef did it. Okay, so then Swedish Chef said, what Swedish Chef said to Sattler and Voltor, that Constantine was taking over the Muppets. All the Muppets were obeying Constantine, and Constantine was making them all turn into slaves for him. None of them knew about Kermit, but Walter, Fozzie, and Animal. They had to do something before Kermit before the Muppets really got taken from Kermit. And Kermit was obeying the Gulag. They needed to do something before Constantine took over the Muppets and destroyed the theater so that they'd always have the day off. Always! Dun, dun, dun. Crash! Boom! Dump! Down went the theater. All they had left to do was rebuild with magic if they could find it. They needed to rebuild the theater before Kermit escaped the Gulag. That means the big house. Smoke everywhere, toy sets, everything. The Muppets had to keep rebuilding, but giraffes kept destroying their work. The new windows crash. The new roofs crash. New curtains crash. The new balcony crash. Everything down crash. Boom, crash. And then the littlest giraffe destroyed the most stuff. So we had a big cloud of smoke. And that was funny. That's it for today, folks, on that page and that chapter. So now it's time for chapter 1000. I know it sounds like there was only one chapter, but since I've not been telling you all the chapters, but still, it's at chapter 1000. That's so cool. Bye! And that's it for chapter 1000. 1000. There are not any pictures on this because I'm going to tell you by recording this. So this is really cool. So Walter, Animal, and Fozzie were going to save Kermit in the middle of the book, but now they're really saving Kermit. So Fozzie, Walter, and Animal got away from Constantine, the world's most dangerous criminal. So, the mastermind. So, I can't believe I remember that, but, they went through Egypt, through the North Pole, through Bowland, and through Sesame Street. I can't believe it. They even went through London, Manhattan, And they even went through New York. They went everywhere. And then finally, they made it to the Gulag. The Muppet Heroes are saving the day. The Muppet Heroes came with Walter, Elmo, and Fozzie. On the way to get Kermit, well, Elmo got so freezing that icicles grew onto him. He was so freezing, he wanted to head back. But he knew that they needed to get Constantine out of their way and save Kermit. Because they knew that Kermit was acting a little weird. So they knew that he was not killed. So they went to the Gulag, the big house. They weren't near, but they were almost there. Then Kermit took that silly pimple unstuck to him, and then he said, "And I believe this belongs to you." Then Constantine undid his green stuff on him, and then he said, "I am." Then he said, "I am the world's most dangerous criminal. I am Constantine." Bunsen, Miss Piggy's ring got stuck to one of Bunsen's bomb, and Kermit threw it right out of the London Tower, and then it made both Muppets right back into the wedding place. And then all the Muppets ran back out, and the police took Constantine away. But on the roof, the Gulag was waiting for them. Kermit, you did not finish your Constantine book. Well, yeah, I'm going to jail. But if I leave, they're all going with me. Yeah. We can't bring all of you. We can only bring one. Well then, I know the perfect place to end our world tour. It's the Gulag, the big house. When the whole gang got Kermit back, they decided that they needed to be careful, because everybody knew that Constantine was the world's most dangerous criminal. But luckily, Kermit got an idea. So when the gang got all back together again, Kermit said, "And I know the perfect place to end our world tour. Siberia, Russia! Yay!" With the whole gang back together again, with Kermit back, they got to have a happy ending. The end. I hope you enjoyed my story, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching Story Time. Read aloud.